Welcome back to another Tony Montana video. This is my male bossman. He's the pick of the litter, yeah, and he is the most dominant, very strong, very aggressive, very quick to act type of male. When he was a puppy or younger puppy, he's 6 months, like I said. When he was younger, I thought he was the biggest. Now that he's not the biggest, his brother is bigger. But out of the litter, he is the most. If I said, "Oh, which one do you bet on?" I would bet on him out of the other or the other brothers and sisters. But here's the other male, my 2-year-old male. I've had this male since he was a puppy. Obviously, this puppy was born here. This one was born. This one I got him and I brought him since he was a couple of weeks old. I've raised him. And just getting this video is a response to Bulldogging Kennels. Please do subscribe to Bulldogging Kennels. He seems like a new channel. He's making some content, putting some content on. Here's the please follow him. Where is the I really like this video. It's kind of tough. Here you go. Here you go. Subscribe. Hit the bell. All notifications, and I'm gonna listen to this. This video is kind of suspect, man. But I respect people that are trying to come across straight up, bringing their thoughts, even when I agree or may not disagree. But let's he's bringing it up, and this is an intelligent conversation, so we'll have it.
No, what I asked Tony was if you raised your hounds to behave around each other in a manner that's usually not typical of a game-bred dog.
Okay, he said, no, I do not raise them to do, like I've explained in a couple of videos, usually because I don't have litters, I usually buy the puppy, so I have a young puppy, couple of weeks old, and one male adult, not male necessarily, one adult, or adults with that little puppy. And again, those adults came from the same type of program. See, they were raised the same way. They were once that puppy that I'm bringing into the equation. So they were once in a puppy. Now, as adults, they're seeing a puppy come in. They've seen, obviously, the older they are, they have seen, they have seen more than one puppy come in, and they've seen. So the one that I have to be most careful with will be the youngest adult in this, welcoming the puppy. That's usually really the one that I have to be most careful, because the others have had the experience, prior experience of not trying to kill the puppy, and they already understand kind of like that's a puppy that he's bringing. I'm bringing it into the house as a I guess my puppy. I'm from the get-go. I'm bringing the mentality that kind of like when the female canine. See, he's a conversation that we're having. This in the future when he gets older, I may have to be careful, and then at that point not have them together. But anyway, when I bring them in, I bring them in like a female. When they have puppies, they go and make their den, and they then bring the puppies to the group, to the pack, and they're overprotective. That's what I do with that particular aspect of when I bring the puppy into the and they continue to grow. The puppies are attacked, and they can go at it as a game bred dog does. These dogs are all cut up. You'll see videos of me saying, "Damn, this puppy have my dog cut up," all that, because they have the little nails, the sharp little teeth, but so on and so forth. Oh man, let's continue on so I can give you more explanation.
And what I mean is they behave very well around each other. Now don't get me wrong, I've seen game-bred dogs behave around other dogs well, house pet or a champion from the past raised around another house pet. But you have more than 3 and they behave very well around each other, so what I thought to...
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. It's because they've all had this... I hate when they do that, man. They leave me when I'm making an explanation, and they're, like I said, they're the stars of the show. They all have come from that type of program. Now, you'll pay attention when I have the dogs out. A lot of times when they're adults, um, real adults, you may see like him, and if I have Simone, then I'll have him and Simone in the house because Simone is a cold dog, and he knows Simone does, so he already knows him that he's no challenge. He's already a couple of times all the time checking, no issue. I won't bring him, I won't have him together with my other male that's already an adult because I already see tendencies. I already explained that I see tendencies of him trying to check that other dog, see what he'll do, see if in terms of dominance, he's like you, and I know he's gonna more than likely respond. So I'm like, I already know this. This is my experience. I already have experience with kennel accidents, so I already know what to expect. So I work within the boundaries of that particular dog or those particular dogs. Like I said, not all dogs have to love each other, but I work within those boundaries. I'm not pushing. I'm not making it. Like I said, I don't make a dog fly because I'm just working within the nature of the animal.
Myself was either genetically they not that game at all or Tony display a strong alpha presence or maybe a little of both. But what I also
Well, that part about not that game again. We have different definition of game. To me, the action of going at it to me is not game. To me, game for me is the pinnacle when the dog is at the worst case scenario. The dog is bottom, taking damage for a long time. Again, we're talking about educational historical terms. So I'm using the definition of a historical content, okay, of a historical point of view. So a game, it's still, when the dog can't go naturally, we have to want to go away from the action, but it continues to want to continue to go and screams to go. That and it barely has any physical plus for him to continue going, but he still wants to go, even though any natural dog, normal dog would not want to. That is game to me. But I understand where you're coming from with the word game is. The dogs, like I said, one thing is like you having a cat in the house with a game dog. They will get used to it, but it doesn't mean that they see a cat outside. It's not going to be the same. That's basically what I'm telling you. Let's keep going.
also asked you was, do you think by you having more than 2 game dogs and having them behave very well with each other would that throw out offsprings with them attributes naturally? Which and then that's hurting the breed. Yes, no, it's cool that you can maintain a gameness amongst each other, but me personally I think them offsprings and so on can end up with that natural tolerance for another dog, especially males just chilling with each other like noting.
Okay, like I said, any of these dogs in another household, we probably had have gotten into an accident with the other dog. I'm really gonna tell you, like this one, like that one, like the black one, like the only one will say Simone. He was not the only, will be the only one because he's a dog called dog. But in terms of male grown dogs, this and that, like I said, I could go back into other dogs in my past. These are not my first dogs. I've had different experiences with different dogs. They're not robots, so they have different levels of tolerance. And like I said, some dogs don't get along, period. And so you have to not push that envelope, not say, oh, I'm going to work it out. No, I say, okay, these dogs do not like each other. I already see that. They're always going to get on each other. So they just don't put them together. So there's a level of peace in that manner.
I think in my opinion it's cool when you have 2 hounds and can do it, maybe 3 at most if you're a strong handler, anything more than that, and from the same family you playing with fire if you trying to breed. Especially being that you not hunting in the woods as it is like their natural habitat.
All right, so see how you see that this is the things that I do teach him, the things that are the follow direction in terms of that. That's not they was trying to dig into because there's a bone there, and I had to tell him to stop him. He still wants to. and he's a puppy, so I would have to see. You see it? He's trying to, I think, pull it out. So, all right. So I let him. That's something that I let him do that. But if I wanted him to leave it, he would leave it. But these are not things that I'm destroying the breed that way. I'm not picking dogs that do this. I still want. I still believe in the standard of the breed. I still believe in. Only reason I bred it for myself, and just and for my family and friends. So I'm very happy, and we'll just take it from there. We're not going anywhere. We're not dying anytime soon, I hope. So we're just going to enjoy a lifetime with these dogs. Simple as that. And then. But let me continue on.
But again, you're good, you can keep all them game dogs relax around each other 98% of the time. But what I do know also is deep game hounds don't care about all that strong alpha presence from their master. They don't want what they want, no friends, especially from same sex. I don't think it's nothing wrong with having.
Well, I totally agree. That's the way it's been, especially from the same sex. I would say the females are more tolerant with each other, especially if they're grown. Obviously, I'm talking in general terms. The females will definitely tolerate each other more than male to males. Males like that testosterone really is what I've noticed. The testosterone that is definitely going to. But I've seen the females. The females are very obvious when I see that they're not going to like each other. So, but the testosterone at a certain level. That's why you see adult males or the grown older males sniffing the pee of those puppies or the male puppies because they're assessing the level of testosterone. I would say that was my assumption. I'm not a scientist, but because at a certain time when they're at a certain age, meaning a certain level of testosterone, that's when they become more aggressive, more dominant, more mounting, more putting their heads over their heads and taking their stuff more. You know, that's really what this is not anything different than just nature and science.
An intelligent fast lane bulldog that knows how to be a pet, but even then them genetics kicks in, especially around a pack. So do you think you are possibly making your game bred dogs tolerant around other animals? Which in return them traits can pass to most of them offsprings doing it your way. Which it was not intended to be like that, this breed I mean.
Yeah, well, no, like I said, I'm not. They're not tolerant of other animals. They're tolerant of the animals that are bringing as in a pack, and not all of them get tolerant with each other, but they always get very close a lot of time together, especially when they're very young, to give the utmost chance of them having a level of tolerance, if not friendship, with each other. I don't haven't seen in these dogs that I have now. I really haven't seen that really bond. I once did have two males, one really old male at the time, and a young adult male. He was very dominant in all the terms, but he would let this old male be his cushion. He was his, he was very, that the young male was very dominant, very bulldog to many people's definition. But with this one, because this old dog was the one that raised him, took care of him. He always was very loving towards the puppy when he was a puppy, and very defensive when we worked together. He was very protective of all the dogs around him, even though this dog was, well, it was very nice, very nice. So, and this group of dogs, I haven't seen that, but yeah, but no, this is again. I'm not choosing. I'm not choosing to be because they get along with each other. If, for example, if there was a reason, again, I don't breed, so, and I don't choose. I'm not looking for that in a dog. I'm not looking for the dog that is tolerant of other dogs, because again, like you said, it is against the breed standard. I do not look. I'm not looking for cold dogs. I'm not looking for, like I said, I already have one. I got this Simone dog that is a cold dog. I don't need it. I don't want it. Because it's just not part of the standard. So I get it. I understand it. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. 15 minutes. Please do bulldogging. Please subscribe to Bulldogging Kennels. Seems like he's a new channel. He's putting some content. Please keep at it. Notice that it's a triple G here. Maybe he likes triple G in boxing. I don't know. But anyway, this is Tony Montana. Until next video.